Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. He's taking a shot on his first play. He's got it deep downfield. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's a 49er first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Purdy on first down. Into traffic, complete. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down throw by Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they're going to get this down. Stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
McCaffrey hits the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Setting up a throw. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up an LA first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Slot man motioned over. Second and 13. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
A give left side to McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
So now, here's third and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Kendall Fuller. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's brought down after a short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Throwing from near his own goal line. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Man in motion here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Found his way through most of the kicking team. He picked up 25 on that return. And the 49ers are set up quite well for their next possession. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They send a tight end in motion. Purdy throwing here on 1st. Into the hands of Kittle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
From the gun is Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 20-zip lead. George Kittle, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Hubbard. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now we're on here with Blake Corum. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought... We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. And the 49ers in a dime set now, 3rd down coming. Looking for a throw here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Rams, about set to begin their drive. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard on the give. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Nick Bosa makes the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Escapes a defender. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down. He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. They've got a man in motion. He's back to throw. And they won't do it, so that falls incomplete on fourth down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Counter play, Hubbard. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To the air, third and long. He's on the move. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. Brought in inside the 20. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. The Rams are set to punt. And this will be a second effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Fields this clean at the 30. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the 49ers will go on offense. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun snap for Purdy. On the move, headed right. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes the pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Rams will take possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 36. He fires one deep down the middle, and they pick him off again. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Play action now with Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
They send the tight end in motion. Trying again following the sack. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Forced out to his right. That throw finds Kittle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Now Purdy. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again.
Niners 35, Rams nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Complete out to the right. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Second and 4. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Rams football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. And the 49ers in a nickel set. Third down coming. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, 4th and 3 upcoming.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Back to throw, needing a first. He connects downfield on 4. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He beams one deep right side. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Cameron Curl. Oh, now a lateral, and it's loose. Picked up by the Rams. And the Rams bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
47-yard line.
They send a man in motion. From the 47. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
49ers stacking up the secondary. Look at that. They're in the dime. Third down. Motioning the tight end now. Here he is on third and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Fourth and forever coming up. Throwing from the gun here. He's got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets fourth down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They stick with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Pickup of 0 on the play. That leaves them with 4th and 6. Jake Moody out for the 49ers field goal try. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Moody knocks it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
From his own end zone, here we go. Poor choice to bring it out. Instead of the 30-yard line, they're going to start shy of the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Searches. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. They'll throw it. Getting out to his left. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Ooh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He'll throw it. Chased out to his right. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. Connects with the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the